Hello, my name is Raul Azueta, a double degree student of Business Administration and Economics. This paper belongs to the field of economics. The title of my research is Underground Economy, a Regional and Cross-Country Comparison, Navarra, Spanish Regions and Euro Area. The problem of underground economy, which is an unobserved variable, has supposed a constant draining of resources for public authorities. In times of economic downturn like nowadays, the problem of underground economy imposes larger budget constraints. In this paper, I try to find out which variables drive and permit to observe the volume of underground economy. I also summarize the results found out from Navarra, any other Spanish province and Euro countries. The issue of the underground economy has gained political relevance in the years to come. Plus, it has imposed budget constraints from both the spending side and the revenue side. Underground economy affects, obviously, the amount of revenues get by tax authorities. Plus, the fact that unemployment has peaked in the last few years has put more weight on the study of the underground economy value. Different laws has been implemented in our country without results. The underground economy or the shadow economy create distortions in the sense that it affects macroeconomic indicators, it distorts competition and generates bad policies. It also affects equity among individuals. At the end, the responsibility to undergo parallel activities corresponds to individuals, and the tolerance applied to underground economy. The reasons to pursue underground activities: to avoid taxes, to avoid social contributions, and to avoid regulation in terms of hours limitation and minimum wages. In this paper, I summarize the three available methods to estimate the underground economy: direct methods and indirect methods, both monetary and non-monetary, and finally, a method that has gained importance in the last few years: the multiple indicators, multiple causes. Methods drawbacks. Direct methods rely on honesty by the respondents. However, we should remark also the incentive to take part of these questionnaires and surveys, which is almost zero. Indirect methods assume equal velocity of money in both normal and shadow activities. This is an strong assumption, and plus they ignore the fact that money could be also a safe asset, keeping it out of the currency demand model. Plus, when using electricity consumption, researchers are ignoring alternative energy sources, and obviously some sectors with impact on underground economy are not intensive in terms of electricity consumption. In terms of labor participation rate, they don't account for workers' bitterness. Finally, mimic model imposes heavy assumptions. They ignore bartering. Literature. In this section, I try to summarize the main findings from the literature review. Mimic method has gained in relevance. For Navarra, the low level of underground economy between 30 and 18% is explained by sectors and the low tax rate if compared to any other regions in Spain. In a cross-region comparison, Madrid holds the lowest value with 16% of underground economy over GDP. On the other hand, Almería holds 31% over GDP. This is explained by sectors. For example, Almeria's economy is strongly dependent on construction, and Madrid has the presence of multinationals, which are constantly monitored and suffer from audits. In Spain, the volume of underground economy runs between 17 and 25%. A main finding from Arrazola 2011. If we could eliminate the underground economy, fiscal pressure will be diminished by 4%. In the euro area context, Spain is slightly above the average. It holds a 20% underground economy over GDP, but it doubles top countries like Netherlands or Switzerland with 9 or 10% in 2002. Causes and policies. People undergo several activities to avoid taxes. According to Aligman and Sandmo, they try to maximize the utility function. This is also a problem of tax morale of quality institutions. Main findings from Austria and Canada in 1993 show that tax rates cuts do not necessarily lead to lower underground economy. Plus, regulation enforcement instead of increasing regulation is a crucial factor to cut underground economy. The quality of public goods and services also influences the volume of underground economy. There is a problem of arbitrariness. Some variables could act both as causal variables or indicators. Tax and social security contributions show a positive sign. Regulation also shows a positive sign. Public goods and services affect tax morale, which indeed affect the volume of underground economy. Plus, there is empirical evidence to show that economic cycles affect the level of underground economy. As indicator variables, we found currency demand indicators showing the velocity of money as main aspect. Plus, in terms of labor indicators, we find out that labor participation rate sometimes ignore the effect of quitters, those people that reject to keep finding a job. And finally, the official economy. Cycles predict the underground economy pretty well. As a conclusion, Spain has historically struggled fighting with underground economy. This is due to tolerance and acceptance. According to the research, the volume of underground economy accounts for 180 billions. The fiscal structure is also crucial to fight against the underground economy, plus the quality of institutions in terms of law enforcement and regulation enforcement. Authorities must lead by example. I have shown previously the effect of tax morale on revenues. Finally, the problem of underground economy affects the society equity. It also affects efficiency of the economy and generates distortions.